Welcome everyone in this second webinar on improving green skills or digital skills of clients in rural areas through direct and online engagement. I'm Maxence, working for Cerise SPTF based in France, and I'm Environment and Agricultural Project Officer. And I was directly involved in this project as a coach for all of partners. So I'm very pleased to moderate this session today, and I will moderate it with Cécile Lapenu. I do not know if I need to present you anymore, Cécile.
Hello, everybody. Happy to exchange and share the lessons learned on this project.
Thank you. So today, with this webinar, we will try to make you travel all over Europe and make you hear some concrete experiences from four of our partners. So we have today with us three banks from Serbia, Copfin from Italy, FIRE from Romania, and FDPA from Poland. So we are very happy to have them with us today. So please let me first present you what this webinar is about before presenting more specifically our guest and their project. So during this webinar, we will share with you the key lesson learned from this pilot testing project during 2 years with an innovative approach to reach rural clients and farmers. And we will discuss with you about how these institutions have been able to build their clients' capacities for green and for digital transition. So today we will have 4 presentations, and thanks to them, you will be able to ask you questions about the process, about the challenges, the successes, as a source of inspiration to duplicate these experiences with your own organization. So if you are part of a social finance actors, social finance providers, national or even regional networks, or from financial institutions working in Europe or even abroad, you are first most welcome to this webinar, and you are at the right place to learn about this innovative project. So let me give you a bit more context. Transform Together Fund is a 2-year project co-founded by the European Union, wishing to accompany and financially support 9 partners from 6 countries in Europe to develop green and digital skills and knowledge among vulnerable groups into their own country. And in this project, we directly support 9 partners with 50K grants to help them develop the project, but we also accompany them with quarterly coaching sessions, with monthly peer-to-peer sessions, and also with real in-person meetings to go further with their project. And during this 2 years project, we were able to give them the flexibilities they needed to make their project a success, and also to make their project good examples to be replicated. So today we are particularly proud to have 4 out of our partners present to discuss with you and to share their experience and achievements. So please welcome Emanuele Cabras from Copfin in Italy. Emanuele works as a director, and he will present his project on the development of new female cooperatives in the rural areas of Sardinia Island by increasing digital skills. We are also pleased to have with us Julia Puskas from FIRE in Romania. Julia works as an external relations coordinator and she will present us the project live through our soil. We are very pleased to also have with us Anna Stameski from Sribank in Serbia. Anna works as a digital channels and processes director, and she's here to present the project about digitalization and raising digital literacy among farmers. And last but not least, we are pleased to have with us Karolina Witecka-Chmielewska from FDPA in Poland. And Karolina works as a head of rural development and promotion, and she will present us a project on digitalization as an opportunity for efficiency of enterprises in rural areas. So, to start this webinar, maybe we can launch a poll, and Cécile will give you the floor.
Thank you, Maxence. Thank you, everybody. It's not really a poll, but we would like you to put on the chat box, in your experience, what would be your key word to build digital and green skills of rural customers or rural clients or rural practitioners? What from your experience is absolutely needed to build digital and green skills in rural areas? So I give you a few seconds to think about it, and then we will share the concrete experience and challenges and successes of our partners. But in your opinion, what keyword comes to your mind to build skills of rural clients? Please, if you have ideas, you can share it on the chat box. So Julia started information, training and education. We will know more in the next minutes. Other ideas that come to your mind or core challenges? Getting information to the needs of clients. Yeah, educate, definitely. Said Mercandes. Any other ideas or challenges that you have faced or you want to learn? Continuity, yes, Andrea, and that's one of the core questions that we will have on this project, and sustainability of those projects. Good point. And I think Fire can also explain. Empathy, understanding of their constraints and challenges. Yes, thank you, Dorota. Challenges, you see awareness of all opportunities. Yes, so how to share communication. Education and information channels and infrastructure, say Amida. On-site training and hands-on support. Yes, we will know a little bit more about this by Anna. Okay, plenty of ideas and challenges. Maybe we can switch to our panelists to explain. Maxence,
Yeah, right.
back to you.
So, yeah, thank you, Cécile. Thank you for all your comments, and I'm sure we will discuss them during this webinar. So this webinar is split in 2 parts, and I'd like to start with the first one, with the first topic about how this institution or our partner have reached out to rural clients to build capacities. And for that, I would like to present you FDPA first. FDPA is a Polish foundation which promotes sustainable development and in particular entrepreneurship and the creation of non-agricultural jobs opportunities for women, unemployed and youth people. And in the project, digitalization as an opportunity for efficiency of enterprises in rural areas. FDPA has tested some professional digital ICT solutions within their employees but also with around 10 micro entrepreneurs in order to help them to improve their e-competencies. So the new skills they have developed are now used by the staff into their direct work with micro entrepreneurs in rural areas, in particularly to promote to their direct clients as the use of digital tools to run better their businesses. And FDPA has developed some online meetings, and they were able to talk to more than 300 entrepreneurs about opportunities offered by precision agriculture, energy efficiency, and new challenges regarding soil. So, Carolina, I have a set of questions for you. I would like to understand and to hear from you how have you decided to promote online engagement, and how it was easy or even difficult to reach out farmers. And at the end, if you can share with us some results on clients level, please.
Okay. Thank you very much for the presentation, and hello everyone, and thank you for joining us today and present our project. During this project, of course, we have some advantages, and how we promote online engagement, we know. In the rural area, and the needs farmers is specific, and majority of them is still unfamiliar with digital. So we work with two types of farmers and entrepreneurs. One of them, his level of knowledge about green and digital solution is so high, and they would like to know a lot of about new solutions. And we can use such a tool like extensive mailing list. We organize a lot of such a webinar, a lot of conferences. So this list is so big. It is thousands of institution, farmers, and other people who is interested in rural area. But because we would like to reach a wider audience, we also publish sponsor article and run Facebook ads. When promoting training events and webinars, these tools help us to connect with people who are not yet part of our network. And additionally, we would like to emphasize that we would like to conduct need assessment survey and post-training survey to better understand participant needs, and to this feedback help us adjust our communication and train topic and tool to meet real needs. So next slide. What is easy, what is difficult. So, of course, difficult is especially digital excluded, especially older farmers. Many of them, they haven't email, social media account. In this way, the best solution to boost their awareness, it's direct in personal contact, is most effective. So workshop and individual coaching is the good solution for them. A younger and higher educated farmer are more open and still need clear benefit, but we know that such a people would like to meet and to talk with others. So our next slide, can you? So our result, our clients levels is increased awareness in digital tools, online beneficiaries. We know about it from the survey which we conducted. They try to take first step online. So people help them create email, prepare social media post, and they got such a skill like practical improvement to Facebook posts, Canva sometimes, visible changes like growth in inquiries. So they try to see that the digital skill help them develop their business. And next slide. Yes. Oh, it's one example of such a people. It's skills gain excavator server owner, and his level is rather low. And people from our field office who have a coach with this person create an email account, set up Facebook page for the business, and help them to take first step into digital marketing. And it works. He started to use it. And it was only one example. We have others examples to do it. And what's more, they told us that they are open to do in such a way more and more information. So it's our summarize.
Thank you, Carolina. I think we are mostly all aware that increasing digital skills for rural population is not something easy to do. So I found your project and example very interesting, and all the solutions you have decided to test very accurate for sure, and especially about the direct contact. And I think we have another examples for that. If we have, if you have questions about Carolina presentation, we will have like a short Q&A after the next examples. We will make like a little break between the two parts of the webinar, so feel free to ask them like in 5 minutes. And so I was saying that I think we have another very interesting examples about reaching out population. And I'm thinking about Copfin. Copfin is a microfinance institution based in Sardinia, Italy, that assists the cooperatives in their growth by supporting their project and focusing on the specific needs of the business and of their members. So in their project, the development of new female cooperatives in the rural areas of Sardinia Island by increasing digital skills, Copfin has decided to focus on awareness raising with a focus on importance of the digitalization to improve women's work quality in order at the end to increase the number of working women by setting up new cooperatives. So the project relied mostly on the combination of online support and on one-to-one tutoring on digital and cooperative management skills. So Emanuele, I also have a batch of questions for you. I would like to know and to understand, how do you reach out rural clients and your partners? And what combination of direct and online engagement did you receive during this project? And at the end, if you can share with us the main results on clients level, please.
Thank you very much, Maxence, for your introduction, and thank you also to MFC and Cerise for giving us the chance to implement this project. Well, as Maxence mentioned, we implemented projects through different activities. If you can come back to the previous slide. Okay, thank you. We implemented different steps. First of all, we developed an e-learning platform, including two main video courses on digital skills from one side, and the other on cooperatives management skills, because our aim was first to cover the gap of knowledge of women located in rural areas on digital skills, to give them the chance to use these digital skills for improving their working positions. And we also aimed at providing them with skills on how to manage a cooperative, as we believe that the cooperative business form can help women to better live their role in their families, as well as in their working environment. So the steps was to attend the online training, but after the online training, we implemented an one-to-one in-person training. Groups of women met our teachers, and then the ones that have been selected have been supported to develop their business plans or their new initiatives or existing initiatives. And at the end, 4 groups of women and set up cooperatives or reinforce the existing cooperative, and we can support 4 of these cooperatives in accessing microcredit loans. Maxence asks about how we reach out our beneficiaries. We implemented a social media campaign. You can skip to the other slide, thank you. We implemented a social media campaign mainly by Facebook and Instagram. The campaign was quite good in reaching people, and so most of the expression of interest to our initiative, so most of registrations come from the social media campaign. To tell the truth, we also experience, if you go to the next slide, we experience also that compared to the number of people that were involved in the social, were reached by the social campaign, the number of expression of interest was not so high. And the reason is that social campaign can be good to have a first contact, but then what really matters is the direct contact, the human contact with people. This is our main lessons that we learn during this project. So Maxence, I don't know if I answer your question.
I think so. Sorry, I forgot one slide.
Yeah,
I don't know if you...
Tell me.
No, I think you explain it very well from my side. What I was thinking about is exactly what you just said, like working in e-learning modules or even digital campaigns are something very interesting to develop digital skills, of course, but it's not sufficient alone. And from what FDPA explained too, working like in person with in-person training with tutorship is also something that is very necessary to increase digital skills, of course, but also motivation and so on. So thank you, Emanuele, for your presentation. I think we can answer questions if there are some. I didn't check the chat, but Cécile.
Yeah, thank you, Maxence. Thank you, Emanuele and Carolina. There is one question on that you briefly answered, Carolina, but because we have also this keyword of continuity by Andre, Julia was asking which one of the promotional lines have reached out and be more efficient to reach out to your beneficiaries, to your rural farmers. So you answered mailing, but can you develop a little bit on how you build this continuity, this empathy through the mailing campaigns, maybe in terms of content also?
So we organize such a meeting. So we have some lists, mailing list, and we have a lot of contact with advisor farmers, with farmers. Daily contact because we prepare another project. We try to watch what they need. So absolutely, in our example, it's the most effective. And webinar after webinar, step by step, this list, this mailing list is bigger and bigger. It is our very important sources, yes. But of course, we try to find a new solution. And we know the Facebook is okay. But I think the webinar is the most effective. And we try to organize a webinar connected with a new subject, which is very important for our beneficiaries. So when they told us, oh, maybe chemical pollution, or it's very important, we would like to find out something more about it. And we try to find expert, and I think it's a secondary point. It's a good expert who can prepare and a good presentation, who can give a good advice for them. So I think it's essential in organize such a webinar.
Can you just remember us? I think you did a webinar with a very large attendance.
Yes.
What was the subject that?
Non-chemical solution precision. And yes, it was absolutely amazing for our webinar because we gain more than 1,000 people. And I know that this subject is very important because new law, you prepare it, and a lot of people waiting for the news about this subject. But it was completely amazing. But the previous webinar, we have this number is higher and higher. And after this project, we know that it's a good solution, and we started to think about project connected with webinar. So we start to think another webinar, another subject, and I think this project helped us to emphasize this task in our activities, in our foundation activities.
Thank you, Carolina. It's a nice illustration of continuity and step by step reaching out to more customers. Maxence, back to you.
Okay, if there is no more question, maybe we can skip to the second part of this webinar. So thank you again, Emanuele and Carolina, for providing us very interesting examples of how to reach out rural clients to improve their digital skills. Now I'd like to discuss two new examples, more about specific solutions to rural clients in order to promote green or digital transition. And for that, we have FAIR. FAIR is a microfinance institution based in Romania with the aim of encouraging the creation and preservation of jobs in rural areas, supporting farms, small and medium-sized businesses by financing their development and modernization. So through their project, Life Through Our Soil, FAIR developed some very practical training on good soil management practices, and they have implemented basic soil chemical analysis for 100 farmers in order to help them create a medium-term plan in good practices and management on soil. And in addition to that, FAIR has trained their staff members in order to provide them better consultancy on good soil management and practices. So, Julia, thank you to be here. I would have some questions to ask you to know more about the specific solutions on soil sampling specifically. I would like to understand how easy or difficult it was for you and the team to convince farmers to be part of the soil testing and trainings, and to know more about the result, also about clients level, please.
Thank you, Maxence, for your introduction. Yes, indeed, we have thought about a more practical approach into our local community. What is not on here or in the presentation is our experience in non-financial services that we've provided in our local community over the past 30 years through our main shareholder, which is a NGO, non-for-profit. So we've been doing trainings and working with farmers in direct contact for the past 30 years. Knowing their perspective and identifying some of their needs, we managed to gain and to be selected for a pilot project in the TTF, which we are very grateful for. So we have decided to select 100 beneficiaries, farmers, from 3 main areas of activity. So 3 main counties in our area of activity. We decided to implement basic soil analysis because going for more complex analysis would mean having larger plots of land, having a more extensive type of agriculture. And most of our beneficiaries are small farmers. So, and in connection to your question, if it was easy or not, to convince them to participate. It was easy in the sense that the soil testing was free of charge on this in this project. It made a big impact, and it was a determining factor actually. It is not a very high cost, but it is something that needs more attention and more education on. So we would have people who are not educated on the importance or having formal training in agriculture. We've had difficulty sometimes convincing them that it's not coming from a place of sanctions or a place of control from local authorities. They have this perception that sometimes people from agricultural direction or agricultural ministry come to them to give them sanctions. And they were a bit suspicious about that, but that's like very few instances of that. Most of them are aware of the importance of soil fertility and health, and they were quite grateful for this aspect of the project. And we've had instances, many actually, after having selected the 100 beneficiaries, of people coming and saying, well, why didn't you promote more into my community? I would also like to benefit from a soil testing on my plot of land. So of course, this gives us hope, and we see a general and a higher interest in soil testing. Gives us more hope and more strength to push more towards upscaling this type of project. Almost all of our farmers that were selected for soil testing have participated in Q&A sessions in consultancy with our environmental expert, who has interpreted the results, but most importantly, has given them advice on the type of crops that they could sow on their land. Because interpreting the results is not that difficult, considering you have certain margins on different types of chemical components. But interpreting in the sense of what type of crop I could sow on this land, having this much of a type of chemical compound. So that is the difficult part, not necessarily the interpretation of the parameters of a certain chemical component. And we considered it important to bring more awareness and education in soil management. We see in Romania, for instance, and even in our area of activity, we have high quality soils at the moment. But because of extensive exploitation and irresponsible exploitation and overuse of pesticides, we see a slow but steady degradation of the fertility of the soil. And we see a higher need for education in this sense, and more so of awareness, because they think that if I am a small farmer, maybe my impact is not as high. But considering we have statistically over almost 3 million small family farms on the territory of our country, we know that their impact is quite high. So we are working on bringing awareness one training at a time. So this is what we've tried through our trainings in the project, and we've had positive feedback from them after attending the trainings. And as a practical measure for the trainings that we had, we also for a few of the beneficiaries of the trainings, we've provided field visits or in-field training, sort of speak. And we decided to take them to good practice farms, which were cleared by our environmental expert as having practices which were soil friendly, which boosted production, correct procedures of soil exploitation, and so on. Unfortunately, we didn't manage to bring all of the ones that we wanted, all of the participants in the farms, due to a general quarantine on farms in our country at the moment. It's been going on for this year and is still going on. And this is something that was a major setback in bringing all of the beneficiaries that we wanted. But we've had decided to continue to give them consultancy and in-field training through visits in international fairs. So we've managed to surpass that obstacle. It was difficult being turned down, so to speak, but it was important for us to acknowledge and to respect each landlord or each farm owner. It's their livelihood, and of course we could not jeopardize their business and their animals and their crops because of the quarantine. Next slide, it's about the capacity building that we had. So in the 3 counties that we had trainings and we had beneficiaries, our staff has participated alongside them. But we have decided to make a separate training only for our staff with our environmental expert. And this went great. So it happened more so towards the end. So now in April, if I'm not mistaken, just to have a culmination of all the information and all the experiences they had over the last months, just to have it fresh in their memory and to be able to provide high quality consultancy for our future clients that will want to put more of an emphasis on environmental aspects, more specifically on soil management. And we've seen the need and we've seen people coming to us for more information, but maybe not being available or being too far to participate in the trainings because they were in-person trainings. We've decided to develop 5 digital learning modules on our website. And as this for us, it's a very important aspect of the project sustainability, as the digital learning modules will be permanently and free of charge available for all people interested in the future. Thank you. I hope I answered your question.
I think so. Thank you, Julia, for this interesting presentation. And from what you said, I think we are all agree that improving skills of rural population and even smallholder farmers is something very important and needed. So if we really want to empower them, and I think that's a mission of microfinance institutions as yours. So I really believe that having very concrete solutions to support them, as you did with the free soil sampling, with training your staff, with hiring agro specialists to train your farmers, is something very essential and very impactful to give very concrete solutions to rural clients and especially farmers. So thank you for your presentation. We have a last very interesting example of concrete practical solution. So I would like to present you Sribank. Sribank is a bank based in Serbia that provide financial services to all those who make a positive economic, social, and environmental impact, with a special focus on clients who have difficulty in accessing such services. So their project, Digitalization and Raising Digital Literacy Among Farmers, is designed to provide a digital loan process for farmers with incorporating digital documents and e-signing, at the same time to provide on-site education to develop the digital literacy among rural communities. So Sribank launched digital solutions that enables loan disbursement within 1 to 2 hours directly to farmers' household with no need for bank visit and we ensuring a fully paperless process. So Anna, also have some questions for you. I would like to understand also how it was easy or even difficult to convince your rural agri farmer clients with this digital process, and if you want to share some key clients results also. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Maxence. Sure, I will share my experience and key achievements regarding our digital project. Firstly, I would like to thank all of you for being with us today. And thank you, Maxence, for a great introduction, Tribank from Serbia, and especially for raising this question, because I think it really gets to the key point, speaking about digitalization among rural clients. Engaging rural clients in a digital process is really recognized as one of the most critical challenges in digital transition, primarily due to low level of digital literacy among rural clients, general mistrust in financial institutions, and the fear of experiencing and in general engaging with unfamiliar digital tools. Talking about Tribank digital solution and engaging farmers, I have to say that through our extensive experience working with farmers, supported, of course, by our position as a market leader in this segment, we identified this important challenge early on and we're working on addressing it. So what we did during our digital project and general development of it is we created a digital solution that truly meets farmers' needs for support, training on digital skills, and on-site engagement. And this concept and the whole case is based on human-first approach. And I would like to put emphasis on this, given that I really consider human-first approach as a key factor for successful digitalization among farmers and in general among rural clients. This approach provided successful engaging on farmers. And we, during our project implementation and for last 8 months during production, we realized that combined digital elements and digital technology works best for farmers. And I truly believe that digital transition among farmers begins with the people. Maxence, please show next slide if you don't mind. Thank you. That's it. On this slide, I would like to share with you our key achievements during a relatively short period of production. And I will go back on the topic of engagement of farmers. So from the early stage of designing the digital process, it became clear that maintaining a personal touch point is crucial for a successful digital adoption and engagement among a farmer. And we fully embrace this philosophy within our organization. Also, I must admit that we were fortunate in this position. Our core business model fits farmer needs perfectly on their path to digitalization and was perfect foundation exactly for upgrading that unique business approach with the digital tools. I will tell you a few words regarding our unique business model, which actually explaining key values and benefits for a client. Our unique business model is based on providing personalized on-site support and loan delivery in the field with almost 100 client advisors who visit farmers daily, build a trust between them, guide them through the entire loan process, help them to make a loan decision, provide all information in order to be well informed before loan decision, and in context of digitalization, explain all elements and flow, how to sign digitally and how to access public e-services for downloading necessary documentation. So we leverage these trusted relationships to provide on-site training and hands-on support in adopting digital technologies. And thanks to this approach, we ensure the high level of farmers' engagement. You can see on this picture, at the moment, exactly in June, we reached 80% of agro loans of total agro production delivered through digital channel, which is remarkable achievement. Surprising, to be honest, for me at first place. And along with this, we effectively minimizing the challenges associated with farmers' digital transition. So the reality is that people, especially those in rural communities, still value human interaction. If we are honest with ourselves, even I would prefer having trusted advisor who enters the data for me and guides me through the entire process instead of doing it on myself. And that human touch remains essential for building trust and confidence in a digital solution. The picture, the shown picture describe exactly how it looks like in the field. Communication between one typical farmer and our loan officer. I will shortly describe our business model, how it looks practically. Our loan officers goes in the field, visiting a household with a tablet device, collecting all data necessary for loan decision, recommend the appropriate purpose of loan, amount, term, installment, adequate installment for farmers, and through digital process, engage them and train them on site how to sign all documents digitally and provide all necessary documentation through public e-services. So this is paperless process, which enabled farmers to gain a cash in 1 or 2 hours with no visit bank. So as our business model is definitely unique in the Serbian market, I'm proud that our digital solution is as well unique approach, and the key and at the end, the impact on these rural communities and in general their digital transition is the key point. So I prefer to talk in figures, which explains our impact we make every day and are going to increase in upcoming period. So on this topic, Maxence, it is from my side.
Thank you, Anna. I think it's very
thank you too.
clear.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. As you explained, I think, as you explained very well, it's very increasing digital skills among rural population, and especially smallholder farmers is not something easy. And we saw it with fire, with the previous example, as farmers are very busy into their daily life, and they really need easy and short solutions to implement, because they do not have like time to lost at all. So I strongly believe that tailored and very concrete solutions should be developed, as you did, to support them and to make them aware that some digital technologies can support them to better run their business, and also to save time, of course. So I'm very sure your project and the digital solutions you have developed in something it's something that is very powerful in short future, to save time, to access money very easily, and at the end to allow farmers to better develop their businesses. So thank you for your example, and thank you, Julia. Welcome. Thank you, Julia, for your example too. Cécile, maybe we can skip to the Q&A part if there are some questions to these two presentations first.
Here is one question for me. Yeah,
there is
Yes,
a general
I have a question.
There is a general question first from Almida on how can we have more participants from rural areas to facilitate their presence and understanding in the webinars, because Julia, you said it was, or Carolina, you said it was one of the solution. And I think you have all talked about, the phygital presence, how you provide webinars and, but also physical presence. So maybe if you can, Carolina, you shared some elements on, making sure you clearly present the benefits. Maybe you can elaborate a little bit on this, and then Julia and Anna, you can complete on how to, make sure on the online outreach of the rural people, you can make sure that they are with you on the webinars. So Carolina first, as you shared first the benefits, and then Julia and Anna.
As I answered, benefits, it's crucial in this webinar, and show farmers that it could be very, very profitable for them, especially save time. They can do a lot of things by digital solution, short time, not so long. And it could be attract the new client, improve their farm management. When we organize, for example, a webinar about precision agriculture, it's not so not only big task and big money connected with them, but also a special app on the phone, and can use it, and they find out about the weather, about their needs, about the soil, a lot of things about it. And people a little they don't know it because they don't know how to use it. So it's a problem, and I have to agree what Anna tells. The digital transition begins with people, and I think it's very important to meet with people to show them how to works, and it isn't some dangers with this, but it's very profitable for them, and learn people how to use it in good way. And of course, a lot of danger is connected with cyber security and so on, but the people have to understand it and to use it when real person show them about it, and connected with benefits.
Benefits, time saving, financial savings. I think we heard this also last week from ADI and other organization working with rural. Julia, you want to complete a little bit, and Anna, you can complete and answer also the question by Julia on what are exactly those e-signature and what do they provide to the farmers. So Julia and
sorry.
So how can you have more participants? Well, this is actually very difficult to achieve. This is a great question. Everyone struggles with this, I am sure. Just by inviting them and doing promotional activities on social media platforms, for us, it did not work. So this is why we continue to push towards in-person and direct contact. This is what helps us have attendance, helps us have people coming to our trainings. It's important for people to have a direct connection and maybe a sort of relationship with the person from our institution. I feel like this has been a valid point throughout our years of activity. This will not change very soon as we see the trend in the market.
Thank you, Julia. And I think I remember Catalin also from FARA explaining how the young generation help their parents install or maybe it was Carolina, install the setting on the computer for the webinar, so that technically it's not a challenge, and that you adapt also the timing of the webinars, of course, at the end of the day when people are more available. And we have heard also from from FDPA, from SRIBank, the link with the regulation, also informing and motivating people to be aware of the regulation. Anna, on this question and the question,
Yeah.
and then we will have the question by Alicia.
Okay, yes, Cecile. Well, I'm afraid that I'm not exactly a relevant person to talk on the topic of onboarding fully online rural clients. I'm rather, I don't want to sound pessimistic, but I believe, on the other hand, that human first is needed if we are going to gain remarkable outreach. So for that reason, we directed our digital solution with the human first approach. And our previous experience with the online, full online digital process for employees even failed. And I really believe that citizens in Serbia, I believe that the similar situation is across the Europe, are still at a lower level of digital literacy and readiness to conduct entire process of onboarding online. So it's better to leave it our colleagues to who develop the similar web platform to elaborate on the topic. And thank you, Julia, for a question for me. How is the e-sign solution? Does it provide digital signature for the farmers? Yeah, our e-sign digital solution is relied on qualified electronic signature issued by e-government in Serbia. So this was a quite favorable situation for us to introduce and to rely our whole digital concept on this e-signature, given that government in some way imposed issuing of qualified electronic signature in consent ID application to farmers as a mandatory tool in order to renew their household yearly, to apply for subsidies, etc. So at the moment, in Serbia market, around 300,000 farmers are with the issued qualified electronic signatures. So they are all already enabled with that application, but catchy point is that they don't know how to use it for the purpose of signing documents digitally. And there is our impact to introduce that application actually to them and to engage them and explain them how to use it for a loan purpose and later in everyday life for different situation.
Thank you.
I hope that, yeah, okay, welcome.
Thank you, Anna. Yeah, I think it remembers us the discussion that we had during the project on the mix of online and on-site support to the rural beneficiaries. So yeah, we can continue. And also, I think one of the lessons of the project is that people are more behind than what we expected. So there is still a long journey to have digital skills and on the rural population to be pushed.
Exactly.
There is a question from Alicia Hernandez, and maybe I can allow me to answer because it's related to Ceres plus SPTF tools. Just for your information, yes, we have some tools on. So we have worked a lot on financial inclusion and how to make responsible inclusive finance, but we are also working on responsible inclusive agriculture. So we will put before the end of the webinar some links with tools on client protection or farmers protection inspired by the universal standard for and client protection in the financial sector, and also inspired on all the standards that we have developed for digital. And during the project, we have also shared the digital standards with the partners. So yeah, more than welcome to exchange with those of you who are interested on how to provide responsible digital services, and in particular for agribusinesses. So yeah, Alicia, we can keep in touch if and for those of you who are interested, let's continue. There is a last question. No, it's a thank you by Almida. Yes, and we know that it's still work in progress. So back to you, Maxence, and we can still have some questions and answers.
Thank you, Cécile. Yeah, I think we can just skip to the last part of this webinar as we still have 20 minutes together. I have few questions to all 4 panelists. So maybe I can just ask them and we will see if we have time to answer what I have. Maybe the first question, and I'm sure that all of you will be interested to answer it. It's about the sustainability of your project. I'm curious to know what resources at minimum does it take to your project to implement such a solution, and if we can maybe also develop on your future plans to improve skills improvement. But know which one want to answer or start even?
I can be volunteer, Maxence. Yeah,
With pleasure.
if you don't like, thank you. Thank you. Speaking about resources and the cost of digitalization, I think our digital case is a good example that digital solution do not necessarily have to be costly, especially when investments are wisely directed toward addressing critical pain points in the process. I prefer to point out Gene Collins' quote because it really worked. I think that a good direction is use technology as an accelerator of momentum, not as a creator of momentum. So we take this pragmatic and result-driven approach to technology adoption, and we were not intent to establish a full online process and to make it totally differently compared to our core business approach. Rather, we spotted key pain points in our process and fix that, improve that with the technology elements. So by thoughtfully combining our internal capabilities with integrating external technology components with a proven concept, we really were able to design and implement a solution that is at the same time efficient and scalable. And what I'm usually used to say and truly believe in this, first business case, second technology. Technology usually is not issue, business case is. And what I often see in the market is that some digital solution failed because the organization invest in a robust system, which are really expensive, invest a lot of money, and then think about purpose and how to deploy it. And this approach is not oriented toward impact and a customer-centric approach. So I think that we managed to deliver a huge impact with minimal resources through internal and cost of integration with this e-government platform.
Thank you, Anna. Very interesting. Is there someone who wants to add from his or her experience?
May I?
Emanuele, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, please. Thank you.
Well, in our case, our case is very particular because apart from the investment that we have done in developing the e-learning platform, and we did it thanks to this project. But in doing this, we involved our stakeholders. Our stakeholders, in our case, are the cooperatives associations that cooperate with us by their expert in developing the online contents. And they also cooperate with us in the training sessions, as well as in the one-to-one support activities. So our project is feasible thanks to the involvement of stakeholders. What is the advantages for these stakeholders to cooperate with us on a free basis, because they cooperate with us practically on a free basis? Their advantage is that we are providing a service to their members, to their cooperatives members. So this is very interesting because it is the network that at local level that allowed us to implement a project that produce a benefit for all the involved actors. So that's our experience and what I wanted to share with you.
Yes, thank you, Emanuele. Very interesting other examples from, totally different, but thank you. Julia or Carolina, do you want to add something from your organization?
Yes. So resources, implementing specific solutions in all green aspects, practical and in-market solutions is quite costly. A lot of the budget from this project has gone towards the soil testing. If you look at number of beneficiaries, 100 doesn't seem like a high number. But if you think about long-term or even medium-term implications, you see that you need to spend a lot of money to be able to have sustainable agriculture and moving more towards ecological practices on the ground. I've even discussed this in other webinars in SIFTA on green products that is happening in this time frame until July. From the Just Institute, they mentioned knowing that you need at least 5 years to make sure you have a clean soil and move towards ecological agriculture. Funding such a venture is quite difficult. Considering that an MFI has a short amount of time frame to finance and a limited budget to fund such projects, you have to take it in increments and small sections. This project has allowed us our small section for now, but to actually fund and to bring more awareness to sustainable agriculture is a long process, and it needs to start because digital is very good. During this project, we developed a digital component, even though initially we did not propose such a component. So it's very good to start with information and training. This will be valid for a few more years, considering a turnover in generations in agriculture. But we will need more hands-on and practical solutions and specific solutions in agriculture in Europe sooner rather than later. That's something that we can start to see being contoured in these years. Thank you.
Thank you, Julia. Karolina, do you want to have a final word?
I mentioned about different solution in low cost connected with digital and green, for example, by apps, different kind of apps which ruler can make it. But this project show us that a lot of farmers have a basically problem of digital, and we have to start from the beginning, from the start to work in farmers who hasn't email contact, who fear about it. And we discovered in this project because we started to farmers and voivodeship advisor farmers, and they told me a lot about it. If they got money from EU, they got information about it, not normal in paper, but on system. And they haven't possibility to check it. So they take car to go to the advisor farmers and can you help me to check it? And I think we started for basically to boost awareness about it, but it is very important to meet such farmers, to show them, and it for me and for my organization, we look at this gap in this solution. But we prepare such a stationary train. It was 10 farmers, and each person have a person another who helped them to open mail, to show how to prepare such a mail, to check a special plan to farmers, because it's completely different scholar than somebody who live in city. We have to remember about it. It's completely knowledge to farmers and completely knowledge to another place, yes, but we have to start from the beginning, and not only old people have such a problem in Poland. So it's not so complicated, but we have to manage to train these farmers.
Thank you,
That's it
Karolina.
from my side.
That's perfect. Thank you, Karolina. We still have 8 minutes before the official end of this webinar. Should we ask one more question? Or yeah, maybe. So I would like to know maybe in few words, what does make you proud about your project working with rural clients? Someone wants to start with this one. Comment?
Okay, I'm here. I'm proud of a lot things we done, but in this way, on this topic, I'm really proud of our impactful activity, changing future of farmers. I'm proud that we make through our unique business approach, which is improved with the straightforward digital solution, that we are making access to finance easy with a premium service at their premises. For small farmers, it is easy to have a premium service and easy access to finance for a corporate client. But it is privileged to have a premium service and easy access to finance supported with training, engagement, trusted relationship among small rural clients and in general rural communities. So that was briefly from my perspective.
Thank you, Anna.
Thank you.
Someone else want to add something about this question? Yes,
First,
Emmanuel. Or Carolina.
Yes, or Emmanuel, maybe.
No.
Of course, I'm proud of the number of participants, our webinar, what I mentioned. But I'm proud that we can find out about new proposition, new project that we can help entrepreneurs to help them create accounts, create Facebook ads. I'm proud of this. Some little people, some group little people that they can do something in their digital inclusion, but in this huge number also by participants of our webinar. So I think this project show us a lot of possibility to work.
Thank
That's
you,
it
Carolina.
from my side.
Perfect.
I would like to add just a few words about our e-learning platform that we developed thanks to this project. We are very proud of it because now to give a first training, we don't need to compel people, in this case women from the rural areas, to travel and meeting us in our offices, but we can reach them by the e-learning platform. I outlined that this is only the first step, as we said before, so we need the human contacts to go ahead, but the learning platform allow us to have a first contact. And this is very, I can assure you that this is very important. I would like also to share another important step that we have done. We somehow embedded the platform in our loan offer, because those cooperatives that decided to attend our online courses before signing the financing contract, the finance contract, they will have a discount in the interest rate. So this is a way to stimulate the members of cooperatives to increase their skills. And from our point of view, there is also a rational, an economic rationale, because having clients that are more skilled means for us to reduce the risk on the loans, the credit risk. So and all this can be done thanks to this project.
Thank you, Emmanuel. Thank you for all your participation. I think I will conclude this webinar. Julia, if you want to just add something with discussion, feel free to write into the chat if you want to. I just want to share with you some more information. In addition to these webinars, we are currently developing some very practical case studies about this 9 projects to highlight these examples and to try to inspire actors in the inclusive finance sector to draw inspiration from them and to replicate this project. So you can already find the case studies of Microlab in Italy, available at any time on MFC website. So maybe Cécile, if you can just copy paste the link into the chat. Thank you. Okay, and I think I'm done. So thank you everyone for coming to this webinar. Thank you for all participating, for your questions, and of course, thank you for all 4 guests of today for presenting your very inspiring project and experiences. We really look forward to seeing how you will move further with this project and within your organization. So I'm sure it will be only the beginning of the adventure for you. So thank you for this webinar.